Good morning students, I am Manikant Mishra, Modern English School, New Area. Today I am going to discuss the chemical properties of an acid. So the first chemical properties of acid is a reaction between metal and acid. So metal reacts with dilute acid, hydrochloric acid and dilute sulfuric acid. Then it evolves a hydrogen gas. But one thing before we go for it, keep it in mind, just to recall your reactivity series. The metals which are above the hydrogen in the reactivity series react with dilute HCl and H2SO4 and evolves a hydrogen gas. But if you sit below the hydrogen, there is a copper, silver, gold, platinum. The copper do not react either dilute HCl or H2SO4. No reaction. That we will discuss little bit. So first of all, you see sodium reacts with the dilute hydrochloric acid, forms sodium chloride and hydrogen gas. Magnesium reacts with dilute sulfuric acid, forms magnesium sulfate and evolves a hydrogen gas. Zinc reacts with dilute sulfuric acid, forms zinc sulfate and evolves hydrogen gas. Iron reacts with dilute hydrochloric acid, forms iron 2 chloride plus hydrogen gas. Now evolved gas is only and only hydrogen. How do we come to know whether the evolved gas is only and only hydrogen gas? So take a test tube and add little amount of dilute sulfuric acid and add a granulated zinc. Why do we take the granulated zinc? Because granulated zinc has a larger surface area, and as we know that one of the factors on which rate of reaction depends is a surface area. That's why properly we take the granulated zinc so that rate of reaction per the molecules of acid will get a more surface area to attack on a metal surface. As a result, forms ZnSO4 plus H2. Now we are going to confirm whether the evolved gas is hydrogen or something else. So as you add the zinc metal in a dilute sulfuric acid, you will observe that bubbles starts to form. Now you bring the burning matchstick near the mouth of the test tube. Then you will find that a pop sound gives. This pop sound indication is nothing but it indicates there is an evaluation of hydrogen gas formation takes place. So through this experiment we can come to know that metal reacts with a dilute hydrochloric acid or dilute sulfuric acid, evolves hydrogen gas. Now copper do not react with dilute HCl or H2SO4. No reaction takes place. What is the reason behind it? So I am trying to make you understand, my students, with the mechanism like a HCl in aqueous solution of HCl. I mean that when you have added the water to make the dilute, that is the aqueous solution of hydrochloric acid. It undergoes the ionization process. It splits into hydrogen ion and chloride ion. Now in order to convert this hydrogen ion into hydrogen atom, in order to convert hydrogen ion into hydrogen atom, it need one electron. It need one electron, then only hydrogen ion will convert into hydrogen atom. And this electron is provided by this any metal who can lose the electron. if this electron is available there in the reaction mixture, then only the hydrogen ion will convert into hydrogen atom. Otherwise, it will remain in the reaction mixture in the form of H plus. So copper is not able to lose electron. That's why there is no reaction takes place. And again, this hydrogen is called nascent hydrogen, newly born hydrogen. This hydrogen is called nascent hydrogen, means newly born hydrogen. This is a highly reactive. Its survival is not possible. No, so that's why it immediately combines with another nascent hydrogen and forms a molecular hydrogen which is stable. So the dilute HCl or dilute H2SO4, the metals which can take part with the dilute HCl or H2SO4, which is above in the reactivity series. So hopefully you understood why the copper do not react with the dilute HCl or H2SO4.